Ah, okay, good. Mm,
Let's find a link, I guess. Let's see here. There we are. I'll post in memes and media or something. Let's see. Media share, sure. Okay. Heat add driver. Heat so Q1. Oh. Select. Let's add driver. Okay. Let's get some music. I'm using Eurobeat, deal with it.
what are you using?
Eurobeat.
What did you say? Can you repeat again?
Eurobeat. Also, hi Alessandro.
Ah, um,
I hacked in.
if it's not, if it's copyright free, yeah.
Someone's got to go on the stream and tell me how the audio sounds. Okay. So Sucker, that's Johnny. Frosty. Q2. Rockets Raise. Q2. Navi. Q1. Q1's reserved ROM. It's ROM and priority. Priority is being reserved by Soda. Okay, cool. Ultra Preservius, we'll put him in Q2. I think that's everyone. Is Fantasy in League B? No, he's not. Okay. You guys can hear me just fine, yeah?
In the stream or here?
Here.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Clearly as always.
Huh?
Clearly as always.
Awesome. Sick. Yeah, turn down the Eurobeat. Okay. I think we're ready to go. Okay. Alrighty, we are at race day 8, League B, and we're gonna go ahead and get started on Q1. Yeah, the stream is 480 because my computer is dog shit, and that's kind of what we gotta do. Ready? I think we're good to go. Okay, we're going. No. Right, okay. Start. Okay. Heat info, Q1. Cool.
I think the quality is okay. Like 480.
Yeah, it's all we can do. Alright, we're doing it. And why? Who's in Q1? There's Rom and Haragon. They're not here. Oh.
Rom is not here as well. I don't know why. I was searching him, but I didn't find him. I don't know where he is.
Oh, I guess we're just gonna go with this. Ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. He starts Q1. 7 minutes. Oh my god. Cool. Oh yeah, so we got tracking Thunder Ring today made by Alessandro, who is in VC. if he has any comments about it, you can just go ahead. But basically, it's a pretty long track for our standards. It's about 1:40 long, one of the longest in the calendar for sure. It's also pretty basic, as with a lot of Alessandro tracks, no offense. But there's a lot of mixed blue ice and packed ice. Yeah, fine, whatever. Yeah, but coming up here, you got some S's right here actually, which is something that we don't really see that much in a lot of newer tracks, especially. They don't really add that much for gameplay or for racing because, you know, it's really hard to overtake on S's, especially with how ice splitting works. But it does actually increase player, I guess, focus, or like how much you need to like pay attention during a straightaway. So I'm thinking about, you know, in the future when I make tracks, I might just want to add some S's to straightaways. Any thoughts, Alessandro?
No thoughts whatsoever. Everything you said was correct, except that my tracks are objectively the best, and I will not allow any debate whatsoever.
We'll have to talk about that later. But anyways, going back to Pigala, I don't remember the lap times here. Let's see here. T times. This is called Thundering. So yeah, Pigala has actually fastest lap for time trialing with a 1:41.55, which is I think pretty good. I didn't put that much time into it, so I'm a bit slower. But yeah, I don't remember the time trial times for like the pasts with Netacube. But I think that's a pretty solid time. Let's see here. Yeah, that's a solid time. And then otherwise, oh yeah, event spectate. Thundering. Cool, there we are. And there's the sidebar. Nice. Okay. Did Navi not start? Or did they not finish? Or did they... Uh-oh. I'm gonna check him out. Oh, I think he just... Okay, there it is. Okay, cool.
Oh, why is wrong in the list?
Oh, because we added him to the heats as well as Haragon, but since he didn't show up, they're kind of just there. We can manually stop the heats if something goes wrong. Yeah. So yeah, we can actually see Pigala getting a pretty damn good time, especially for lap 1. Maybe the time trial times aren't the greatest because, I mean, as you can see, he's only like 0.25 away from his PB for time trialing, and that was on lap 1 without the starting straight speed. So honestly, I think we're in unknown territory for this, for time trialing and quality right now.
Wait, are there only 2 persons in the qualifying one?
Correct.
Oh, and how many will be there in qualifying 2?
I believe it's 5, which is unfortunate because I tried to balance them out to be 4 and 5, but I forgot that Rom and Haragon were no longer here for the race. So
alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you can see Pigala just destroys his fast time. I don't think TPS affects anything. It's also at 20, so yeah, I guess there's people didn't really time trial this track that much. Interesting. That means that we're gonna see a lot of I think it's gonna be more interesting racing today. Because if people haven't practiced, then that means like they're gonna have to get used to the track on the fly, which means more mistakes, which means more overtakes. So yeah, definitely actually kind of excited for this race in that case. You also have a lot of reserves. You have like 6 reserves or so, which means that we're gonna have a lot of different skill levels as well. And a lot of races that we don't normally see on League B races in this race. But at the same time, though, you can see this whole section is all packed ice. So personally, I feel like packed ice is pretty easy, and I think it's generally pretty hard to mess up on packed ice, especially when there's like no blue ice straights at all during that section. So I think the skill level might not show as much there, but on other parts of the track, like this turn is hard. Turn 1 is very difficult. I think there's going to be a lot of action in turn 1. We're going to have to keep our eyes out on that one. Yeah. Pig has about time for 2 more laps. Unless he messes up catastrophically. Seems like he didn't get a PB lap there. Unfortunate. But yeah, 2 more laps, like we said. And then for Heat 2, I forget who's in. We got Soda Soaker. Ooh, Soda Soaker's in Heat 2. Interesting. As well as Frosty John and S. Johnny. Those 3 are all pretty good. I think Rocket Race defied my expectations recently too. He did pretty well in the recent race. I had to compete with him actually a little bit, which is crazy. I did not think he was at that skill level, but yeah, I'm very excited actually.
The MRA people seem to be getting up to par with the rest of the community, which is very hype.
It's also crazy because I think, if I'm not mistaken, MRA uses like basically entirely packed ice tracks. So like with Pure WC,
we actually introduced Blue Ice to the league, so
yeah. So I guess with Pure WC using a lot of Blue Ice, it's kind of crazy how well they're getting or how good they're getting.
Shows that Blue Ice, even though it's harder, it's not scary.
Well, I mean, it's scary, but it's not like alien.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Blue Ice comes a lot more risk reward. It's generally harder, so like there's gonna be more room for mistakes. But at the same time, if you get bumped on a straightaway like this, you're gonna lose a lot of time because you're going to be going really fast, and getting bumped means your velocity gets zeroed in that direction. So all that speed that you just spent the past like 5 seconds building up on Blue Ice with really high acceleration, all goes to 0, and that leads to like pretty easy overtake maneuvers if the person behind is ready for them. Alright, and Pig messes up. Oh, yeah, I think that's about it for Pig. He did not get fast lap on that last lap, and seems like he went wide on that first turn. Unless he can get really cracked on the rest of the lap, maybe get a few block stops, that'd be sick. I really doubt that part, though, but yeah, that might just be it for Pig. Really good lap time, though. He destroyed his time trial time, which is nice.
Oh, Fantasy is racing as well.
Oh, okay. Then he's gonna be in, yeah.
Reserving for Chris Hero.
Driver. Let's see. Q2. There we go. I will have to write that down. Let's see here. So he's reserving for Crucero. Okay. So this is Fantasy Reserve for Crucero. Cool.
And it seems like Navy did not improve himself.
Yeah.
So he is currently on position 2.
Yep.
And Piglana on pole.
Unfortunately, Navi seemed to have messed up a little bit too much in his quali session, which means that the tight window of 7 minutes actually, he was not able to get that extra lap that Pig got. Pig only had about like 10 seconds left when he crossed the line for his final lap. So, yeah. Alright, well there you go. I think we get to finish Q1. There we go. Nice. Alright, next up we got Heat 2. I'm hoping I'm not forgetting anyone. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay. So Q2. Oh yeah, so okay. So yeah, we got Frosty, Soda, S. Johnny, Rocket Race, Ultra, and Fantasy. A lot more than Q1 in this Q2. Unfortunately, but things happen. In the future, I guess we can be sure, or I can be sure, to try to put maybe 1 or 2 people more in Q1, so that in case people show up last minute, we can add them to Q2 and they'll be fine. Alright, ready? Ready. Alrighty, let's do Heat start. Go get them. Alright, so start starting pull. Currently the way that positions are determined for quality is that it's just by how, or when we add them to the thing. So like to add people to heats, whether that be for quality or for race. You have to do heat add driver, player name, and then what quality or what heats they're in. So that's either quality 1, quality 2, or race 1, or even maybe race 2 if you have more people. And so basically I added Soda Soaker to the quality first, and then that's Johnny second, and then Frosty third, so that's the position that we start in. For quality, I don't think that makes a big of a difference because of McCusen's awesome feature that I may or may not have suggested, actually, that you add a time, like a delay for each person to start. So, you know, like we saw at the beginning what Navi was asking about, they kind of say in face where I believe it's 7 seconds for this track for qualifying, and then they're allowed to go. So Soda Soaker starts immediately, and 7 seconds after as Johnny starts, and 7 seconds after that Frosty Guy starts. And that's to give them more space so they don't have to wait at the start, waste time, and just do all those shenanigans. They can kind of just go and not have to worry about space in front of them, which is really, really awesome.
It is. It really is awesome.
And it also really, really shines on tracks like this, really long tracks, because we're allowed to, like, you know, give them whole 7 seconds of gap time, because it's a whole minute 40 seconds long, which means that we can really be generous on how long these start delays are. But for tracks that are like, you know, 45, 50 seconds long, and with like 12 races, then we can only give, like, you know, maybe 3 seconds of start delay, which means that if someone in front of you messes up, you do have to deal with them, sadly. But not much we can do about that. Alright, and as you see, Soda Soaker getting a 141.85, a little bit slower than his time trialing time in another cube, although I guess maybe it might translate to about the same time because of how the timing systems work and where the regions are. But obviously that was just lap 1, he didn't have the starting speed from the starting straight, so we're expecting to see much better laps in the future.
Definitely, definitely.
And also in chat, let me know how the audio sounds. If the Eurobeat's too loud, if you can't hear Alessandro or Julian, if I'm too loud, or if it all sounds good. If there's any static sounds, because we had that issue yesterday.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Test.
I'm listening to it. I can barely hear the music, but I can hear you pretty fine.
Okay.
And I can hear the other people fine as well.
Soda Soaker. I will turn up the music a little bit. I will go ahead and turn my mic down a little bit then. Right, turn it down a little bit. Hopefully it's a little bit better. I think my whenever like I stream or record, my audio is kind of quiet no matter what I do. And I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong or anything, but apologies for being quiet.
Feels fine. Feels fine.
Thank you, McCusen. I'm trying really hard to be a good commentator.
You really are good. Like, it's not even a joke.
Thank you.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm just holding myself for the race, because, I don't know.
And Haragon is also back, so
Ooh,
you can
okay.
join the race and start from last.
Yeah, he can definitely start from last. For sure. Not too sure how familiar Soda is with the track. I mean, obviously, like, his time is, like, you know, 141.6, which, as we can see, from Pigala, that's not the greatest of time, so I'm not sure how much time he actually spent on this track. He also, you know, Soda Soaker is kind of the guy who does every league right now. We placed him in League R because of his time constraints, but he's actually, like, you know, honestly, League B, maybe even League A material, as we saw today. He got second, I think, in, maybe even first, I don't really remember, in League A race, which is really good, and he also got second in the previous race. So, he definitely shows that he's worthy of League A, and yet here he is in League B, League R, League C. Just because of his time. You might want to force him in the future to maybe, you know, maybe just push him into A and push him into B and say deal with it. But yeah. Oh, and he goes for a block stop actually. That's a pretty good tactic. Or it's a worth noting tactic on a lot of Alexander's tracks that he does a lot of sharp, hard braking turns on turn 1, and especially on like tracks like this and No Name, especially doing a block stop on that turn is really good for time, but only if you really nail it, and it's really hard, especially on a server like this with VRWC, it's just known for not having the greatest chunk loading, to really see that turn. On tracks like BCC and actually a few previous races, we've actually added particles on the corners of turns that you can't really see chunks loading in on. And I think that would really help with the block stopping strategy if we actually had them, but sadly we didn't set them up for this race.
I don't think there's any block stops for Thundering, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously there's turn 1, but I mean, like, that's really difficult.
Yeah, but...
Yeah.
I mean, not even, because it's a 90-degree turn, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I think my problem with this is it's really hard to see coming, and like you could be a half block off, and that drastically changes how much you can actually get stopped. And I think that's like a very block stopping is very difficult. Or like I guess block stopping can like range in difficulty. Like there's a few really easy block stops, like the one on I believe it's called Igora by Toki. Last turn you kind of just cut across the grass, and that's kind of a block stop, kind of. But like there's a few other examples of like pretty easy block stops, and it's like turn 1 block stop on Thunder Ring, which is like extremely difficult, and like it's super rewarding if you hit it. For time trialing it's very frustrating. I'm sure like time trial tracks like Thunder Ring and No Name, because it's just, you gotta nail those block stops. But I mean, yeah, interesting to see him try the block stop. Oh, is he going for it again? Oh, he just barely missed it. Yeah, you can see just what I was talking about there. Like if he was half a block more that way, then he would have actually nailed that. I think he would have destroyed Pig's time.
Definitely.
But yeah.
Turn 1 and Thundering isn't very sharp, but it's not as sharp as No Name, but it's very punishing.
Yeah. And then as you can see,
and especially after the whole section, like the whole section afterwards, you could either take straight, which gains a lot of time, or you're forced to kind of zigzag your boat around, which isn't as optimal.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. You really get punished hard for like going wide here, because then you have to take this turn awkwardly, like you said. Good call.
Laser, do you have cinematic cam?
I do. I don't like it, but I can use it.
Yeah, it looks better for
yeah,
for watching here. I don't like it as well, but it looks better.
Yeah.
What, the texture pack?
No, using cinematic cam, like the smooth camera.
Oh,
he gets a good block stop actually on that turn too. That's another turn. Like if there's any turns that you don't want to block stop on this track, it's gonna be turn 1 and that turn right there. So that was a really good block stop on his end. He might actually like get a good battle time. But as looking right now, Pegalala is definitely gonna be at least either P1 or P2 for sure.
Probably have Soda Soaker, I think. Rocket Race is done. Soda Soaker on a 133. I don't know where he is. He's coming up to the final straight.
Oh,
it
yeah,
is
no,
a 141-1.
Yeah. Alright, well that's nice. Ooh, and Frosty down there with the 146. I guess he didn't have that much time to practice, and I don't think he practiced for this track at all, because I mean, I don't think he expected to reserve. Which is crazy, because he's always reserving, but I mean, whatever. I don't think we have to do heat finish. I think automatic finished. Events, finish.
Oh, and Terragon just left again.
Oh, hopefully he joins back before he starts. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Alright,
Alright, now we get to edit. Info F1. Heat. Low. No, it's set laps 9-1. Pit stops is at 2. Let's see here. Yeah, so you can see with the heat info F1, you can see the start order of Pigalala and Soda Soaker, and then followed by Rocket Rays as Johnny, Fantasy and Ultro, Frosty, Navi, and then Rom and Haragon. Rom is not here today, so he's kind of just not. Don't worry about the Rom. But Haragon is going to start in that space. Yeah. Yeah, we got 9 laps on this track, which makes sense. It's a very long track, so we shouldn't have too many laps. That means that the laps to pits ratio is actually going to be like a lot smaller in comparison to the 2 to 15 or 15 laps to pits on the other tracks for today. We're actually going to only have 2 pits and 9 laps on this track. yeah, so you gotta spend those pits fast and not be too greedy with them, for sure. Oh. Okay, how do I heat remove driver? Oh boy, here we go. Driver, ROM, F1. I hope I did that right. Let's see here. Yeah, sick. Okay, cool. Alright, piss break for like 2 minutes. Or can you heat load? Bathroom break for like 5 minutes. Does that sound good to you guys?
Sounds perfectly
Or
fine.
I guess we can ask.
Usually League C starts right now.
Yeah.
So I guess we should start right now.
Yeah.
And it looks like that everyone is here.
Alright, nice. Got 9 people on the grid. 9 naps. Ready? Heat, start, F1. And go. Alright, turn 1. Let's see it.
See it.
Okay. Oh, yeah, as Johnny is immediately out.
Hold the lead.
And then Navi also goes wide. And now you can see Pigala, Soda Sucker, and Rocket Rays also in a battle for P1. They're all in the danger zone, actually. Oh, and then Rocket gets bumped. He's out. And then now it's Soda and Pig. Soda is in between Pigala and Pigala's actual particles and the ghost, which is a very dangerous position to be in. If you get lag-backed to, particle lag-backed to bump by the boat, that could be a big problem. It's very scary to be in this situation. But he's actually like, he's neck and neck.
Faster.
Yeah, he's actually like right there.
He's got more top speed apparently.
Maybe I exited the previous turn well.
Wow, very straight line through the S's.
Holding on. Oh,
Nice and clean. Ooh, Pigalala goes a bit wide. I don't know if that's beneficial or not.
oh, he goes really wide there. Oh, that might be an overtake. And there it is. He's in front.
I think it is an overtake.
Pigala still has a chance. He's in the danger zone still, so he still has a chance to get past the if Soda Sucker messes up. Very scary right here. High speed. Oh, and yeah, that's gonna do it. Soda Sucker takes P1.
That's gonna settle it. That's gonna settle it.
Oh shit. And that gives Rocket Rays P2.
Rays. Yeah.
Ultra's
Now
right behind
Altro
too.
even.
Yeah.
Altro even has a chance. Frosty and as Johnny has caught up to the rest of the pack and overtook Fantasy.
Nice. TP.
So yeah, let's see. The grid order currently is Soda Soaker, Rocket Race, Pigalala, Ultro, Navi, Frosty, as Johnny, and Fantasy.
Navy messed up and Frosty guy is now right behind him.
Oh yeah, I see the 0.45 on the right side right there.
Oh, and he gets... Oh no, and Frosty guy lost everything.
Oh, rip.
Oh, Pigalala with a way faster line than, wait, no, that's Rocket Race with a way faster line than Soda Soaker.
Yeah, I mean, Soda kind of bots that first turn. Oh, and he messes up again right there on turn, I think, 3. So, yeah, Rocket Rays and Pigala are catching up.
A bit further behind, we have Altro, who, for now, it doesn't seem to show the pace that the top 3 are showing.
Oh, and here stays the fight as Johnny Games and Navy.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh, this is close. Through
I see
the
it.
blue ice corners.
Oh, they go throw
Oh, as
wide.
Johnny overtakes Navi.
Nice, there we are.
That was a very clean overtake.
Now we have
Now even
Fantasy.
Fantasy might get a chance.
Yeah. Let's see how they take this turn.
Into the turn. Nope. No chance. Oh, but Navi is taking such a wide line through the S's. Fantasy is just cutting time by taking them straight.
Ooh, Pigala messes up. I looked on the sidebar. He's now 2 seconds behind Rocket. I was watching that. He was actually 0.4 right behind Rocket. I think he was in the danger zone, and then he got instantly 2.7. So I guess he got bumped.
And Soda Soaker seems to be.
Oh, and Fantasy is overtaking now Navy,
Oh, okay.
but it's not finished.
Yeah, nope. He's still in the danger zone. You gotta be really careful on these turns. You can get a particle lag back, and just your race can just be over. I wouldn't know. So you gotta be really careful. And there you go. There goes Fantasy with the overtake. All right. Let's do this.
Soda Sucker again, taking that corner a bit wide.
Uh-huh.
How
He seems
long
to be
is
having
one
trouble.
pit stop?
Oh, let's see here.
What is the time that you lose in a pit stop?
Hold. I think
I think it's like 19 seconds.
It's 16 to 15. You can block at 15 seconds. Like, you can block them on the way out of your pit. But,
Okay, so
yeah.
it means that Frosty Guy, his undercutter seems to work. Or, oh, it's very close, but Frosty overtook Navy.
Nice.
By
Oh,
strategy.
but he botched that first corner though. Navi has more speed going in.
Ah,
Nope. Frosty secures the position.
nice. Oh, and then Navi,
Secures-
yeah, Navi really messes up on the inside there. Losing a bit of time.
Where are the rest? So we have into the sequence of corners. Soda Sucker has pulled up a pretty substantial lead ahead of Rocket Race. Oh, but he messes up into the first
Ooh.
corner of the Thunder.
Maybe try to block stop or something.
Oh,
Don't know why he would
I
do
don't
that.
know.
and Fantasy is now very close behind as Johnny Games.
Ooh, yeah, I see that. Alright, let's go ahead and check him out. Ooh, as Johnny messes up a
yeah.
little bit.
They're going into the Thunder.
The fun. Oh, is that why? Is it like a?
That's
is he-
literally the only name.
Oh, I
This is the only
see.
reason this track is named Thunder. It's literally the only reason.
Nice, I see.
Oh,
Oh,
and now
ooh.
Oh wow, he's got such a faster speed fantasy trying
Oh.
to move on as Johnny Games.
Oh, then get
I
bumped.
don't
Yep,
think he'll man- Aw,
Yeah, he has a slightly worse exit, I think.
be bumped.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate.
Oh, it's that's pit. Yeah, that makes sense. He just bumped. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a very solid reason to pit. Meanwhile, we have Pigalala messing up in the turn, which leaves Rocket Race a bigger gap, who's actually closing into Soda.
Yeah, he's like right there. Like if I'm Rocket, I'm chilling. Like I'm like, okay, I see him. He's right there. If he messes up,
Yeah,
I can actually just react
Joe
and
is
just go.
on the track.
I wouldn't go on the offensive just yet.
Okay, Joe had just joined the server and was directly on the track.
Oh, did you mess
Not
anyone
his
up?
fault. I don't know. It looks like that he didn't block someone.
Is he off the track now?
Yes.
Okay, great.
And he is a spectator by his own.
Awesome.
So it wasn't. So
Hey,
it
we got a
was
Pigalala
so-
team radio apparently asking Soda to mess up.
I feel that. I feel that so hard. Like it's so hopeless at some points during racing. It's just like, dude, I really can't do anything. I have to wait for a back marker or something to mess this guy up, and so I really feel that.
Yeah, me too. I'm always the guy that gets messed up by back markers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, but Soda's now losing time. Rocket's 1 second away. He was like 3 seconds away.
Yeah. All right, turn one's gonna be very crucial here. See if Soda chokes or not.
He's been having difficulties with that turn
Yep.
so far.
Oh, he takes it just fine. Yeah, that's
Ooh.
just fine. Oh, Rocket though that was a great turn one.
Yeah, I was about to say he turned his boat way too much. Soda turned his boat way too much. It was practically a reverse entry, that was.
Rocket though, he took a very good line in turn one, but it's also very dangerous. He's really close to the apex. That bumping can just send him in there,
He
and
could have easily bumped.
yeah,
He could have easily bumped.
it's also means
Wait,
it's
he
very
does
scary.
have Pigalala 3 seconds behind him.
Yeah, so it would be fine. He wouldn't lose the position, but he would lose clear sight of first place. I think that would be a
Yeah, definitely. I want to see the line they take through the S's though, because the straighter you go on this section, the more time you gain.
yeah,
Seems like they're both practically equal. Their particles are one on top of the other.
yeah.
Hopefully, no one is missing his picks.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm Pigalala, like, I mean, normally when I'm in this kind of position, I'm like in third or something, and I'm pretty far away from the lead. I kind of just hope for the like back markers to show up and kind of just slow them down, and then I decide to pit to avoid the back markers and then try to get an undercut, and just generally stuff like that. Just hope for back markers. But on a track this long, and it's only 9 racers of a pretty close skill level, honestly, it's not gonna probably happen.
No, definitely not.
So
I think, let me check, because Soda currently is going through the start-finish straight, and the next person to him is currently going towards... Is that Navi? No, that's us, Johnny Games. Currently going through the last section before the Thunder.
huh. Yeah, so they have a big, like, huge gap.
Big gap.
It's probably not gonna happen.
Nah.
Oh well, some races go like this. Oh, I mean, honestly, a lot of races go like this. The races kind of
Yeah.
front run. Yeah, as you can see on the sidebar, there's not that much of a, not much action going on. People aren't too close to each other, except for the fronts.
Now it would be smart for Big Lala to pit, because he will not lose any positions.
True. Very good
It's a
point.
free pit stop. It is a free pit stop. Plus, he'll get clean air.
Yeah, and then like, if he pits now, then he wouldn't have to worry about rocket rays or so like catastrophically failing and getting messed up by them. So honestly, like this is just like the most clear pit of all time.
Oh, Navi messes up his pit entry, loses a lot of time.
Oh,
Oh, that sucks.
Ooh.
That might just seal the race for him.
I mean, but be careful, because now he might actually be a back marker.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I don't think so. He is almost out of the pits now. We can see both drivers, Soda Soaker and Navi, going through their respective lines. Oh, but Navi messes up on the straight. Oh, Soda Soaker might be coming in like a rocket now.
Oh yeah, I see
No
sparkles
pun
up there. Yeah, we got only 3 laps left, or 2 laps left now.
oh, I guess we are giving the drivers tips when they have to pit, because here we are live.
Yeah,
Oh,
very
Rocket
true.
went for a pit. Rocket
Yeah.
went for a pit.
Good call from him. Oh, and Pegala stays out. Interesting. Okay. I mean, yeah,
Rocket
since
is out of the pits.
Rocket pit, he has slightly more free air, so if Soaker messes up, he might not be punished. Pegala might not have to react and be punished for it. But yeah, interesting fact.
Altro goes for a pit.
His second one.
Yep. But that means he won't be an issue for Rocket Rays or Pigalala once they come out. Oh, as Johnny Games with Frosty battling through the start-finish right now, if you guys want to see it.
Ooh, yeah, sure. But yeah, we're on lap 7, and oh, Frosty messes up on the straightaway. Interesting. Yeah, I think that's about it for the battle.
And, yeah, that's settled.
But yeah, it's like we're only on lap 7. Oh, and okay, yeah. So comes up on the back marker. He's right on his ass right now. Oh, Navi just spins out.
Oh,
interesting.
Navi just spins out.
Complete. just
Oh,
held
and he lets
the.
Pigalala by as well.
Interesting. Maybe some Navi are in the team call. I forget who Navi is reserving for.
That was a very interesting move.
Maybe
He spun out.
he's reserving for Rome.
I don't remember who Sosa was reserving for, but regardless, like I think that's a really big blow for Pigalala, because like if I'm Pig, I'm very demotivated now, because that was like kind of my only chance, to like have Sosa mess up and maybe get it past. And Sosa has to go for his last pits because he's on the last 2 laps. And Pigalala as well, so yeah, he's gonna follow him into the pits. And Navy stays out, and Navy.
Okay,
I feel like Navi could be an issue again for this lap.
Maybe, yeah, he's actually
If he
only right
messes up-
there.
If he messes up badly
He spins
this
out
first
again.
corner, which he doesn't, he gets a pretty
Yeah, that's
decent
solid.
line through turns 1 and 2. Now Soto's out, so is Pigalala. Navi currently going through turn 4. And where is Rocket Rays? Rocket Rays already did both his pit stops.
He might actually end up in second from the looks of it. Maybe.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like,
It'll get tight.
pit stop is about 16 seconds long, and he's actually only 14 and a half behind Pig. So yeah, if he pits, or when Pig pits, he's gonna get past with about 1.5 seconds to spare.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the kind of things that you have to really keep track of when racing. Like, like you see, like, okay, yeah, I'm in second place, says Pig. But I mean, really, is like, I'm actually, like, in total time, I'm only third. And it's, like, a very big thing to keep track of.
I think it might get tight though, because with Navi once again on the same part of the track, getting very close to Soda. I don't know.
And we may see 5 pit stops now in this lap,
Very
because
true.
it's second last lap now.
Oh, Pigalola slightly misses up the corner. Might be the nail in the coffin for his hopes of a second place.
Gotta pit this lap.
No, pit in last lap. So Soda and Piggle have to go for their pit stops. And there we see very clean entry by Soda. And very clean entry by Piggle as well.
Now we have to keep track of Rocket. He's gonna come up right here. The gap is actually
Dude, but he's
15.
gonna come up very close.
Yeah.
Like... Oh, there he comes. Rocket Race going through the last turn.
Okay, he takes
Oh,
extremely.
this will get close. This will get very close. Soda's out. So is Piggle, but here comes
Block?
Rocket.
Maybe a block? Oh, he avoids? He avoids it?
Oh,
And there it
very
is!
close. Oh, he blocks Piggle.
Yeah.
Wow, that was a clean move. That was a very clean move. He would have lost that position, I feel like.
Yeah, it's actually something I noted in my notes while looking at the pit stop things is the pit is actually like 16 seconds slower, but you actually emerge from the pits at about 15 seconds, so you can actually have like a whole second to maybe block the person behind you. So if you're only 15 seconds ahead or behind or whatever, then you can actually go out and maybe block them, as Pig almost did there, but Rocket had actually really good play and avoided him and still made the turn pretty well and blocked Pig out of that with the particle backpack. Great job.
Very good evasive maneuver by Rocket.
Yeah.
Definitely shows that he does have the potential to climb up the ranks, just like our current leader Soda Soaker, who is just 3 seconds ahead of his opponents.
Yeah, so those kinds of plays, avoiding people on the thing that Rocket did right there. Those are the kinds of plays that win races, honestly, in my opinion. Like, you can be good at time trialing, and that can also, time trialing is also very important, overall lap time. But so it's like kind of throwing. But it's kind of how you deal with back markers and avoiding other players is actually a very key part of racing, in my opinion.
Yeah, and
just throwing it a little bit.
The top teams might have to take a look at these, young drivers, because they are definitely showing what they can do.
And Soda Soaker is winning this race now. And yep.
Here he comes. Yep. P1, P2, P3 very close within 2 seconds of each other.
Yeah. Nice job. Great race. And you got Fantasy and Ultra coming in. Otherwise, the gaps between everyone is pretty big. I think the standings are pretty much sealed at this point. Unless someone's computer crashes or some shit. Follow straight. Yeah, Frosty and Nobby. And everyone did their pits. Awesome. Oh, Nobby's very far behind. Where? What? Oh, okay, he's back here. Nice.
Very nice race.
I guess Pigalola got past that. Unless I did it too early and it wasn't updated or something. Or if Nobby gets a fire lap. Oh, goes wide. Yeah, great races today. We got to see actually a good amount of action for this track. I wasn't expecting too much for such a large track and such a wide track like Thundering, but we actually got to see quite a lot. Pretty good. But yeah, Rocket Ray is coming out, proving that he's he's actually a very big force to be reckoned with. Getting second in this League B race. Really good job to him. I did not expect that, honestly. And that's about it.
It was like his second race today, or third? I don't know.
I think he actually took part in, where he's doing some MRA or some other league as well. He's doing really well there. But yeah, that's about it. I don't think we have a podium, sadly. Illegal track moments.
I can build one in 5 seconds
Go.
if you want.
Do it. We need it.
It's a meme of my track to not have a podium,
Oh, yeah.
Did Terragon made qualifying?
What do you mean?
So, did he qualify for the race?
Haragon did not do any qualities, I think. I don't think he drove
All
quali.
right, then.
He did quali for, yeah, he didn't do any qualies.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Biotech now. Oh, I didn't get to watch stream chat at all. Oh, there's a lot. Ooh.
Who was
There is
fastest
a
lap?
lot on stream chat.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, stock circuit turn 1 is going to be chaos.
You know, stinky circuit, sock circuit, very special for me, I guess.
No podium? Nope. Okay.
It was no podium. It was everyone's already practicing on the other track anyway.
Yeah, okay, fine. Fast lap was 141.350 by Pig, so I guess we'll have to write that down.
Nice.
Ah.
You know, sock circuit, very special track for me. Had two of my best races here. You know, back when I was a League B driver, my first victory for Sauber, I think. I think it was Sauber at that point. And then I got also a sprint race win and pole position after starting 12th and gaining 9 positions on the start straight alone.
9 overtakes within like 5 seconds on.
Within like 5 seconds.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's
And we
probably one of the
barely
best
got
starts.
to see any of them.
Yeah. Who knows? It might happen again today with someone else.
Who knows? Who knows? I mean, it won't because I'll never start 12th ever again, you know, but...
Someone else might, though. Maybe.
I'm so humble. I'm so humble.
Alright, yeah. Julian, do you want me to start another stream for League C and then another stream for League R, or do you want to just do one big one?
Huh? What do you mean?
Like, do you want to have each league race have its own separate stream, or do you want them all to be in one stream?
I would like to see it in separate streams.
Alrighty then, that's gonna do it for this stream. We're gonna be right back with League C on Select Circuit. Yeah.
Bye bye.